Here's a cleaner, more polished version of your story that keeps the conversational, dramatic tone while improving flow, grammar, and readability. At first, I thought someone had left their TV on too loud. Then I realized the yelling was real, and it was coming from outside. I peeked through my front window and saw my neighbor standing barefoot on her porch in pajama pants and a tank top, screaming at her husband. Meanwhile, he was dragging a giant suitcase to his car and completely ignoring her. She was shouting things like, "So you're just gonna walk out after everything? Be a man for once and say it to my face. You'll regret this when she leaves you too." Yes, she. Not even 10 minutes after her husband sped off, and I mean sped off, tires screeching and everything, another car pulled up. A silver BMW. Out stepped her sister, dressed like she'd just come from a Beverly Hills brunch casting call. I'm not kidding. My jaw dropped. My neighbor stormed off the porch and yelled, "Of course you show up now." Her sister fired right back. He needed someone who listens to him for once. Yal. I nearly choked on my iced coffee. The two of them immediately started going at it, yelling, pointing fingers, airing out years of resentment in the middle of the street. At one point, my neighbor shoved her sister's shoulder. I had one foot out the door, ready to intervene if things turned physical. At the same time, I was frantically texting my husband updates like I was reporting breaking news. Then, in the middle of all the chaos, my neighbor screamed, "He was my husband. And you were supposed to be my sister." The sister responded with shocking calm after all the shouting. "He told me you would do this." Then she got back in her car and drove away. My neighbor just stood there, stunned. The fight seemed to drain right out of her. She watched the car disappear and slowly started calming down herself. I figured reality was finally sinking in. After a few minutes, she went back inside. I thought that was the end of it. Nope. About 30 minutes later, I heard loud glass clinking outside my office window. I looked out over our side yard and into hers. Since I'm upstairs, I can see pretty much everything. There she was again. This time she was tossing empty wine bottles into her trash can one by one. Slowly, dramatically, almost like she wanted someone to hear. Eventually she sat down on the curb and lit a cigarette. I've lived next to her for years and had never seen her smoke before. My cat and I sat in the window watching like it was the season finale of a TV show. Since then, nobody has come back. Her husband's car is still gone. Her sister hasn't returned. She closed all the blinds, and the house has been completely silent. I honestly don't know if I witnessed a cheating scandal, a sister betrayal, a midlife crisis, or all three at once. What I do know is that I'm making popcorn tomorrow in case there's a part 2.